let's get going. I want to say welcome to our Friday in the kitchen. Welcome to
Hey.
Helene and Gloria and Pamela and Kat and Diana. Yes, it's beautiful to have you all here today as we make tofu scramble. Now, I decided I have been on a little bit of a rant lately about eating breakfast, and I am somebody who spent over 40 years skipping breakfast. Why? Because I thought that I was saving my calories for the rest of the day, and I was like, that was going to be a good thing. I don't know, it's not really a joke, but in actual fact, especially for women, not as much for men, but for women, if we need to have something to eat first thing in the morning, so first things first is to have something to eat because our cortisol and our stress levels go up if we don't get fuel first thing. So they've started to do research specifically on women and found that we really should be having something to eat before we get started with our day, whether it's going to the gym or going to work or going out for a walk or whatever you do, have something to eat. And so tofu scramble is a great alternative for something to eat. And I've got my, I put the onion on to get them going here. So I've got onion sizzling here. I'm going to turn it down a bit. I prepped pretty much all my veggies. So we're going to use tofu, of course. And I have an extra firm tofu that I use. I use this one here. It's always look for organic. I use an extra firm, or a firm is fine. This one is soyganic, so it's an organic, non-GMO tofu. That's just the one that we use. We find it in pretty much all our grocery stores. So I just use a block of that, and I've got peppers and onions and garlic. What else have I got? Mushrooms, zucchini. So putting in some vegetables with it, and it makes a delicious meal. And you can make a whole bunch and put it in the some in the fridge to have a little bit serving every day. So I have this little bowl. What I'm going to do, just so I'm making a slurry for my spices today so that they can incorporate into the mixture when I'm ready. So I have some nutritional yeast. It's kind of a cheesy flavor, so I always use more than the recipe calls for. So you can gauge what you want. So it's like 3 tablespoons. And of course, I got to use heaping tablespoons because I love nutritional yeast. So I'm doing the nutritional yeast for my spice flavorings. I've got some onion powder. I'm going to it's like a couple of tablespoons. Feel free to, again, don't be shy with your flavors with your spices because they definitely... I've got garlic powder here I'm going to add because that's where you get a lot of your flavor. I have some black pepper. I'm not a big pepper fan, but I'm going to use turmeric because turmeric actually gives some yellow coloring to it. And the turmeric I'm not putting on my hand because turmeric is it stains pretty easily. Come on up. All right, I got to use my fingers for that. So just going to use a little bit of turmeric here, like about a teaspoon. So it's going to give it that yellow coloring. My onions are caramelizing over here. Yeah. Turning them down. Oh, get them going. I also have, before they burn, I'm going to add a little bit of coriander as well. This is just like what I like to add. So you could add whatever spices you like. You could add cumin as well. I love coriander when I have it in the house. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Now, if you want a more eggy flavor to it, what you can do, I'm just going to take this off the burner for a second. I have this black salt. I forgot to bring it out. So this is a black salt. You can buy it in I've seen it in Whole Foods and like other organic shops, but it's a black salt and it has kind of like that sulfury, eggy taste to it when you use it. So if you wanted to get that eggy flavor more, you could use some of this black salt. I don't really need it, so I don't do that. But I'm going to just stir this up and add some water to make it into a paste. And then it's going to be ready to add to my tofu scramble. Oh yeah, you're going to add a little bit of dill too. You don't have to add the dill, but it's a nice flavor. If my daughter's eating this, I don't add the dill because she doesn't like dill. Ooh, I love the smell. And if you had fresh dill, you could use that too. So I'm just making this little slurry paste. And then we'll use that for our tofu scramble. All right, so I'm going to go to my overhead camera. Hopefully it'll pop in so you can see what's going on here. Okay, how's that going? Okay, I'm going to add, so you caramelize your onions first. Now you could do it two ways. You can do it with olive oil. So I always use this extra virgin olive oil, this one here. I get this at Costco. And I'm going to add some garlic. So I minced up my garlic in advance while we were waiting, so that it has a chance for the enzymes to formulate. So the allicin, which is the beautiful enzymes that have those healing properties, the microbial and anti whatever. It's so good for us, the garlic. I add that in. I don't like to put the garlic for too long because it ends up burning. And now I'm going to add mushrooms. Oops. And peppers. Some peppers. And let them saute. Now you can water saute all of this too, especially like if you don't want to use any oil for the caramelizing, you can do water sauteing. Really what you do is you just put a little bit of water in the bottom of the pan, add your onions, and then just keep moving it around little bit by little bit until and then keep adding water as you need until the onions are soft and caramelized. For how much I use the caramelized onions and do the frying like this or sauteing, I'm fine to do once in a while with the oil, but you don't have to. But when you are, use the extra virgin olive oil. Now sometimes when I'm doing salad dressings, I will use flax oil, but flax oil you cannot cook with. So no cooking with the flax oil. It has a very low temperature for heating. Olive oil is better, and always use an extra virgin olive oil for that. It's the best. And extra virgin olive oil means that it has been cold pressed. It's the first press, that's what it means. So use that, and if you want to really make sure you have a quality oil, if you cool it, like in the fridge, and it should have an opaque look to it, like a milky look to it. That means it's a good olive oil. The ones that have been cut with other oils, which they do nowadays for cheaper stuff, that's not good. So these are going pretty good, and you can saute them as much as you want. I'm going to add in a little bit of tomato here. I cut up some cherry tomatoes. You could use regular tomatoes if you'd like. So you can add those in. It adds a little bit of that flavoring and also some liquid to it, moisture for it. Just cut that a little bit. Won't do it too long. And the other thing I'll just let you know while we're waiting for this, when we do the turmeric, we add the black pepper as well because the black pepper helps the curcumin in the turmeric, which is the why it has that yellow color. It gives it all the healing properties that come, antioxidant properties that come with turmeric. If you add black pepper, it increases the absorbability by 2,000%. That's a pretty significant amount, 2,000%. So always pair turmeric with black pepper, and you need about 1 teaspoon of turmeric to a quarter teaspoon of black pepper. Now, if you love black pepper, by all means, put more in. I am not a black pepper fan. So this looks good to me now. And like I said, you can saute this until the vegetables are your likeness, done to your liking. I'm just going to crumble in now my tofu. I'm just going to crumble it in. And you don't need to, some people press their tofu before they use it. There's recipes. I have never found that that's done any, like, made any difference for me, like material difference. So I don't ever press my tofu. But you can, I think that what they say is when you're working with tofu where you're marinating it, if you press it first, it can absorb more of the marinade. But I have never really found it a big difference, so I'm good. So if you're looking for something tactile to do with your hands, this is a great recipe. You can get busy with your hands. Woo-hoo. All right, I'm going to stir that up. Give it a minute. Go wash my hands while I do that. And then I'm going to add in that slurry that we made. I'm going to add a little bit more water to it so you can see what it looks. So this is the slurry I made. We're just going to dump it in and mix it up. This way all the spices are going to easily mix in with the tofu and everything. So I don't use this method very often, but I like it for when I'm sauteing the tofu like this. And then I'm just going to add in my zucchini. I'm adding the zucchini at the end because zucchini cooks fast and it gets kind of mushy if you cook it too much. We'll just cook that a bit. And we have tofu scramble. All right, I'm just going to give it 1 minute and we'll be ready to go. Yum! I'm getting my plate ready. All right. While we're waiting, I am going to put a link in the chat. This link is for, I was part of a summit, an women's emotional empowerment audio summit. So I did a recording on the nervous system. I did a little presentation. Actually, Kathy was there live. She listened to me do the recording. So if you're interested, I just popped this huge link in the chat with the, it's free, and there's a bunch of audios from different people, and I think there's also free gifts that you can take advantage of. It's a bundle, so you can just shop around and take advantage of whatever free gifts that you want. This summit is open from now until the 25th. When is the 25th? Tuesday, I think? Today's the 20th to 25th. So if you're interested, you could click on the link.
You did a great job on that summit, Deb.
Thank you.
Where's my chat?
Wednesday's the 25th.
Wednesday. Okay, it's available. I will be sending out an email. I have not done that yet. I didn't want to send it out before it started. I'm going to put some, but also, yeah, I've been busy finalizing my book and everything else. So I've turned that off. And I got my dish for myself. Go back to my regular programming here.
Are you gonna get a lot of copies of your book?
Sorry. Okay, hang on. Let
You're
me
gonna get
finish
a lot
this,
of
and then we'll
coffee.
talk about the book. Okay, I'm going to jazz this up a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of, what do you call it, green onion. You could add, like, so if you had fresh dill, you could add dill. And then just for freshness, I'm going to add a little bit more tomatoes, some fresh tomatoes to make this, finish this off. Let me show it to you, the final product, before I dig in. Oops.
Looks good.
There we go. Voila! The final product.
You always make it look so pretty on the plate.
It doesn't take much to make it look pretty. And I've turned the heat off, by the way, ladies. It's just simmering away here. And you could cook the tofu a little bit more, if you want as well. And like I said, you can make it and have some for yourself for another, for a few meals and just heat it up. Either in the oven or in the microwave if you have a microwave. We don't have a microwave, so we heat it up the old-fashioned way on the stove. That's our thing. And so the more that you cook the tofu, I think the softer it will become and be more blended. But this is good. This is good. All right. Get the piece. I want a piece of the onion too. Mm-mm-mm. Nice and soft. You get all those nice vegetables too.
What was in the sauce that you put on?
Sorry?
What was in the sauce that you put on?
Nutritional yeast, garlic powder, onion powder, turmeric, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I added coriander. That's my own touch.
Oh, so you didn't. Okay.
And then I just made a slurry with adding some water to mix it up.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, because it looked wet, so you added water. Okay.
Yeah, so Cosmic Shanty, yes, that is supposed to be a non-toxic frying pan. Technically, it's better to use stainless steel. And so with stainless steel, you also want to make sure you really heat the pan first before you start cooking. Otherwise, that's when things start to stick to the bottom. But yes, you want to try and make sure you're using non-toxic for sure. Good question. I like that question. All right. Any questions? If you have the money, I got to check it out. But if you have the money, I think the Hexclad is supposed to be like the top of the line. That's Gordon Ramsay's line. And that's like on my list of things down the road to purchase is that Hexclad line. But I can't remember what this is. So I can get some info for you as well. I've got a couple other ones. Yes, ceramic is good. Ceramic is good. Like everything, you have to watch that you're not using, what do you call it, metal against the ceramic or it'll chip. But yes, ceramic is a good. So let me look into that a little bit more and I'll get you some info on that. All right. And I haven't forgot about doing the roasted vegetables, the Brussels sprouts, and the beans with mushrooms and almonds.
But your oven's working now?
No. Okay, the update on my oven. My dad in Edmonton I put him on a mission to see if he can find the part in Edmonton, just in case it's there. I don't think we're going to find it, but he's excited to do the work. And if not, I'm going to buy a new oven. So that's on the list, but it's not my highest priority right now. My highest priority is getting my book published. So my manuscript is with the editor right now, and I am planning on launching it on my birthday, which is April the 7th. So we'll have a little party on my birthday. So I will be doing some pre-sales. I'm going to work on that. And yeah, so we can do that. Oh, yes. Okay. Hummus with dill. All right. Okay. I'll add that to the list because I don't have an oven right now. And this weekend I'm working at a boot camp. I was looking for something that's really easy and simple and a good breakfast idea. So that was why I chose the tofu scramble today. Hey, Susan, welcome, welcome. Yay. She has time today.
Susan, we made
Cosmic
tofu
Shanty,
scramble.
Cynthia, I didn't say hi to you. And is that Patricia on the other Zoom user?
I don't know.
Maybe not. Oh, it could be. Maybe it's my mom. I don't know.
I don't
Anyway.
know.
All right. So I did let me give you the recipe. I put it in the chat. And I will.
Is it your mom?
Here it is again. If you're interested, I'll put this in again. I will be sending this out, this big, long link to the Women's Empowerment Summit. I've got my audio there, and I also have some nervous system audios for you if you're interested as well through that. I'm not allowed to give them out other than on the summit until after it's over. So Cosmic Shanty, her birthday is next Wednesday. Yeah, mine is like just about a week later. Well, I actually follow the true sidereal astrology, not the conventional astrology, and by that I am a Pisces, and it fits me better. The Pisces, the one that's flowing with the ocean and the water. That's me. So that's what I've got.
Yeah, Diana, she posts her videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I also will put I will, once the recipe is posted, I will add the recipe to the recipe, like the recipe I sent you. I'll add the video to that recipe as well, so that you have that and you can watch it. And I've got my list. I think hummus is pretty easy, so that one we can probably do before my oven gets fixed. What's a chef without an oven? Oh my goodness. All right. Any other questions? So my book, again, I'm going to be doing pre-sales, so that will be coming next week if you're interested. It's called Growing from the Roots Up.
Sounds
The
like
Hidden Cost of Success for High Achieving Women. And I talk about the nervous system and nutrition and a little bit about my journey that I didn't even know I was on. And
Did you put any?
oh, we can do stir-fry vegetables. Yes, we can do that too. That one we can make some nice stir-fry vegetables too.
Did you put any of the material from the presentation in it?
In what?
In your book?
Yes, some of it's there, but not exactly the same way. But
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
it's the same stuff that I talk about.
Is anybody else from Toronto here, or are we the only ones?
I don't know who else is for. I know we got a couple of Westerners. Susan and Gloria are in Western Canada. And
Okay, because I was gonna
Cosmic
just say a
Shanty's
shout
in
out.
California. Sorry?
I was gonna say a shout out because if anybody else is coming in Toronto and they want to see you live, we're doing an in person on May 7th, Thursday. So yeah.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
that's
Well, we
exciting.
can get that. Ooh. Okay, Cosmic Shanty, you're making me hungry here. Look, glass noodles with vegetables. Oh my gosh. Yeah, maybe we could do that with the stir-fry vegetables, right? Ooh. Okay. I got lots of ideas here from you, and I love that. So I will take all of that and
I want to
figure out what the next
do
one is.
the chocolate thing that we did again.
I have to see what that was. So
The frozen one, the one we put in the freezer.
yeah, I got to remember that. I don't remember. I'll have to
That
look
one
it
was
up.
really good.
Okay. And Cosmic Shanty says it's 90 degrees in LA.
It's cold
Probably,
here.
yeah, it's probably about 32 to 40 degrees here, if that, and it's rainy and supposed to snow.
Don't
Oh,
say
fun.
that.
I think Western Canada has been better than Eastern Canada this year. So we'll see what happens in the summer. All right. Any questions? If not, I'm going to eat my lunch. I'm going to
How's
have
your
breakfast for
mom? Tell her
lunch.
to unmute if that's your mom, if she's the Zoom user.
She
Or is
won't.
it,
I don't know who that is.
it might be Patricia. I don't know. I don't think it's Patricia because she
All right.
said
That's
she
all
had an
good.
appointment, so I don't think it's
Oh,
her.
good. Okay. I'm going to put a song on. Say
Okay, have a beautiful
hello. Is that
weekend. Thank
my
you.
Thank
niece?
you, everybody.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Have a great weekend.
You
yeah,
too.
thanks.
Oh,
Bye,
and
everyone. Sending
it's
lots of love.
first day of spring.
Yeah, it's first day
Oh,
of spring
yeah.
today.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
It is first day of
I
spring.
forgot about that.
Yes.